weeks, Oriola and Banani are doing 57.3s. The Chevys aren't that quick.
56.7.
Yeah. Oh, up the inside. And again, gets it stopped and turned. That Chevy chassis is just astonishing. Same as Huff.
I don't think he just took Thiago completely off guard there.
Yes, absolutely. Well, caught us off guard. We didn't see it coming. Thiago equally didn't see it coming. Alain just went in a place where you don't overtake. But again, look at the car bouncing and porpoising there. Nobody goes through in corner 12. And he had to ditch hook 2 wheels on the grass on the inside to get through. Not the greatest start by Engstler, but look at that. And again, the crowd now watching the replay.
Oh, Young was fast of reaction time, but it's the way the BMW puts the power down.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great start from Oriola. Young got shuffled right back in the pack in the first couple of corners, and Charles Eng got turned around. That's why Coronel was so far back. He had to take avoiding action.
It might have been him who caused it.
I don't know, not sure. That's John Clennan's job to work that out from a brief replay, not ours. Ours is to try and catch up with what's going on with the Chevys. On board with Huffy looking back at Muller. So Menu's up to 4th.
Tarquini in 6th, just put the fastest front sector in of the race. So those 3 are they've got their heads down now.
Yes. So Tarquini, Huff and Muller are coming. Well, there is Montero, the white car with the black and red highlights. Tarquini right behind in the second of the Seats, the 2 blue Chevys of Huff and Muller. So tell me, Matt, they're in dirty air, they're wrestling really hard to try and get by Tarquini. If they get free, even now, after 5 laps of this, how much tyre are they going to have left to try and press on any further up the order?
Well, the problem is the regulations, these S2000 regulations, are designed over the old Super Touring regulations they came from to give more physical, mechanical grip on the thing and less aero. But the designers still go to the nth degree, and the aero does make a big difference. One with your temperature of your engine getting hotter, so you lose horsepower, but 2, the clear air in and out of the car. And they will be using some of the good quality rubber grip up now by running in this close proximity. So these guys who are running in the Crocodile, they could run into a few more tyre problems later on in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the moment, you know, they are stuck behind Gabrielli. They cannot get by. We you know, just said he defends like nobody's business. He's not going to roll over for Rob. Okay, Ivan might get a slightly easier go of it if Gabrielli's struggling. He's not giving places and points away to anyone.
The other thing, while they'll struggle, there is a lot of stop and start here. But it's the punch of that Seat out the corners, which has got, he just gets that little edge on them, and then no matter how slippery and fast the Chevy can be over a lap, when he's stuck behind, you know, it is tough around here.
Mikulits is the leading independent, ahead of Oriola and Benani. 4th in the independents category is the battle you're looking at now. Engstler versus D'Aste with the green, white and red of Italy on his card. Stefano looking for a way by Franz Engstler's Liqui Moly BMW. The Vika Sport team man in really good form in the last couple of weeks. And D'Aste desperate to try and get by. Engstler locks up. This is the battle of the BMWs. Now, if they worked together for 4 or 5 laps, then they might catch up the Chevys and get by. But I think D'Aste is a bit more urgent than that, and he makes it to the apex first. And Engstler has to let him go. There's too much overlap to defend, Matt.
Yeah, at the moment, Engstler seems to have 6 reverse gears and 1 forward gear. He's moving over very easily for people. But if they just work together, but D'Aste's on it. He's another Banani story today. They just seem to have got their act together.
Well, the incidents involving car number 27 and 69 under investigation. Gabor Weber and James Thompson. Is Weber a closet Gilles Villeneuve fan with 27 on the car? I wonder what the story is. Can't imagine why Jimmy Thompson went for 69 on his car when he had a free choice of any numbers. I suppose it reads the same way for the commentators, whether it's on its wheels or on its roof. He is a thoughtful soul, isn't he? This is Pepe Oriola in 2nd, Mehdi Banani in 3rd, and Alain Menu now in 4th place. And Mikulits' lead, 3.02, is now 2.98. So Mikulits is now sitting on a 3-second lead, keeping some tyre, because his team will be saying, okay, Menu's in 4th, keep the car calm, keep yourself cool, be fresh, be ready.
He's just got to drive every lap like it was just a simple test day, just reel them off, no locked tyres, No flat spots, no getting sideways, just take it, not too much curve to get a puncture.
Piano, piano, as Giancarlo would say to Gabriele. Not that he ever has the chance that much to say to Gabriele, relax, but yes, nice and relaxed. Drive through for Gabor Weber. So one of the Zengo Motorsport team is out front, and the other one is going to drop to stone last. It has been judged by the stewards and driver advisor John Cleland that Gabor was responsible for putting James Thompson off, if not out. So Weber will serve a drive-through. The battle for second, though, rages on, and again, Menu really blunted. He can't get into a position to try and pass Benani, who is having the weekend of his career, I think, perhaps apart ever from his first race in Marrakesh, where completely unexpectedly he just shone. This is his best ever race in a BMW by some margin.
Well, has Oriola finished on the podium proper yet? As well as Benani?
Yes, I have to take my eyes off the screen now to see.
I don't know if he has. He had a third, maybe.
He was fourth in the first race in Morocco, so no. So not on the outright podium.
This could be the first actual proper podium for Oriola and Benani too.
Yes. And Michelic has already had one World Championship race win. It was the final race in Macau 2 seasons ago. He won the last race of the year. Gabriele Tarquini doing a good job of keeping Huff and Muller bottled up behind. And again, not the slightest sniff of Huffy having a look. I'm judging by the crowd that Norbert's gone by again. Yes, he has.
He's gone by, but the problem for Oriola and Benani is they've got Menu hunting them down now, and he's got them firmly in the sight. And, you know, with Huff and Muller back in 7th and 8th, this is a fantastic opportunity for him to bag some points back.
Yes. You could see how Menu might, by the end of the race, get himself up to second. And that would be a big advantage if Huff is 7th and Muller is 8th. OK, it'll move him up to second in the championship. He won't be the points leader. But we do need something between those 3 Chevy drivers to allow both Menu and Muller, Huff rather, to catch Muller.
Come on, Alain.
And this might be his chance. Look, Benani is now shaping up to try and make a move on Pepe. But again, it's that instant acceleration. It seems to just pull better, faster out of the corners than the BMW engine, and actually, arguably, than the Chevrolet engine. Orica have done a great job with that power unit.
Oriola has, I mean, he's driving incredibly maturely for his age, but, you know, he has run wide in a couple of corners on this lap. You know, into turn 2, he was running wide. You know, he's wide coming out of there. He's just trying and keep it tight.
Let's look at this battle. Bear in mind, Alain Menu was racing in the World Touring Car Championship before any of the 3 drivers in front of him so much as sat in a racing car. That's how...
Are you trying to say Ellen's old?
No. That's how much at a disadvantage in terms of experience, Oriola and Benani and Michelic are.
But while the 3 behind him are scrapping, this is just allowing Michelic to look after his tyres, look after his car, not take any risks.
I hope that wasn't him going slowly there. He's very low in the rev range. Maybe he's just short shifting.
No, he's okay.
He looks okay still. And Oriola with Benani and Menu have a... We see Menu have a little look there under braking. Benani's having a little look under braking. Benani's chucking some dirt on the track. Menu drifts a little wide. Benani must have heard the Rob Huff story about Muller. Oriola still second, Benani third. Here's Menu's chance. Is he going to have a lunge to the inside? We know the Chevy can stop. Benani's going inside. Can he get it slowed down? No, he can't. Alain Menu goes through into second. And Oriola and Benani left to battle behind. Montero, Tarquini, Huff and Muller are all together. That was the break that Menu wanted. The break he's been trying to engineer. The break he's waited for when Benani had a lunge and it didn't work. And Oriola goes from second down to 4th place. Still a great result for him, but now Menu is in second and free to go. Huff and Muller are 7th and 8th. At the moment, this puts Menu second in the championship.
Now, I bet the radio traffic to Michelic is going to be hot at the moment. You know, he's got to keep his head down and keep...
Well, look, beginning of the lap, he was gone out from 3 to 4.2 seconds over Oriola. And look how much Menu is not getting away from Benani and Oriola.
See some speed coming out that Chevy now. It'd be interesting because the BMW should look after its tyres better.
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously the Chevy's got out-and-out speed.
Menu has spent 8 laps in the turbulent air. The air dam not working as well as it normally does. The engine temperature's rising, perhaps a little worryingly. Incident between cars 15 and 7 at the start under investigation. Why don't they just put names up? Who's 15?
Coronel.
7 is, Charles Heng. Well, N got tagged. Oh, yes, okay. Tagged on a spin, maybe by Coronel, yes.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
You don't listen.
I listened,
As much as I listen.
no, but we moved on. Now, look at this. This could be entertaining. Muller's got Daste behind him.
Ooh.
Closing in.
Yeah.
Muller's the 4th of 4.
Tarquini looks the one struggling with his tyres a little bit in that trio.
A little bit, doesn't he? But maybe he's just allowing it to run wide where he knows that Huff can't get on the power early enough to get alongside him. And even if he could, it's alongside as the road goes to the right. So it's the wrong side alongside.
And you've got to remember that Montero, who's running in 5th in front of Tarquini, is running with a different engine of the two Seats.
The lead is 4.49 seconds. Last lap, Mikulits 158 flat, Menu 157.8. 2/10 quicker only. He is escaping Benani, and Benani's escaping
Well, that was
Oriola.
without a completely clear lap, so this
Yes.
one will be a big telltale. All Michelitz has got to do is manage the gap.
He's on lap 10 of 12, 3 laps, including this one, to stay in front of Alamenu for one of the single biggest stories in World Touring Car Championship history.
If I could say he was going to be bigger than Engster winning at Oschersleben.
Muller ran very wide in the background. That's what all the dust is from. Now that drops him off Huff and into the clutches of Daste. Stefano loves to have a lunge, doesn't he? But Muller has recovered very well indeed in this queue behind Thiago Montero. Sorry, Matt, you were in the middle of a
I can't remember what I was saying.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Just
Oh,
about
no,
to go off.
I was saying Engster was such a massive story winning at Oschersleben.
Yeah.
But I think this would eclipse it by times 10.
Well, Engstler had 300 guests from sponsors Liqui Moly. Norbert's got 50,000 friends. I don't know how many guests they've got here. Lots is the sure answer.
All pumped up with Hungarian flags.
Hungarian flags, Hungarian beer, Hungarian pizzas, Hungarian kebabs, everything they can get. Absolutely right. The roof is going to come off the place. The grandstand's got a big roof, and it'll be blown away here more than the awnings were at Thruxton last weekend in British touring cars. Meanwhile, still this queue. Montero's giving not a millimetre to anybody. Arguably, in fact, not mine arguably, I think everybody would agree, his car is the least quick of this lot.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can see the mid-corner front-end grip of that Chevy's got. You know, Huffy can close right up on Tarquini. You just want him to get his nose in there, see if you can get alongside.
Gaps come down from 4.4 to 3.4. Menu a second quicker on that last lap. 157.4 compared to Mikulits 158.4, but 2 to go for Mikulits. And a 3.5 second gap. Menu, even at that rate, won't catch him.
Yeah, Menu's definitely pinned his ears back and he's set off on the chase. But,
well, you know, 25 is so much better than 18. What was he behind? He was 28 behind in race 1 and 10. He's 38 behind. 25 points goes a long way to reeling in Ivan. A long way to reeling in Ivan. 18 is a great score when Ivan's right back down
just
there in 8th place.
Yeah.
Do you know it's the result of the championship needed? We've got to keep Huff and Menu in play. No disrespect whatsoever to Ivan. You've got to love a guy who's a 3-time world champion and going for another one in a
He's
row.
a class act, but everyone wants to see a class act challenge, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we want the championship to be open until the end of the year. We don't want it all done, well, in Formula 1 terms, by Hungary. And it isn't, and Daste's having a sniff. Oh, Ivan has got to keep that back door firmly slammed because Daste's having a punt. And I tell you what, if Daste goes through and Ivan gets a big wobble on, Engstler's going right up that gap as well.
second sector. Menu is 6/10 quicker than Michelitz.
Mikulits, calm, cool, collected. Come on, gotta just chill out. Don't let it get to him.
He just can't make a mistake.
No, he can't. Absolutely, he's got to forget Ivan, and now the team must not tell him. If you've got to forget Menu, the team must not tell him what speed Menu's doing. They've just let him race his own race. He'll see in the mirrors on the straight where Menu is. Meanwhile, Muller really feeling the pressure. Mikulits across the stripe, 2.6 in front, last lap. He knows where Menu is. He can see Menu. Benani still third. Outright podium coming up for him. Oriola fourth. Then Thiago, 5th place. What a good race by Montero. Again, that just looks like free practice. Not a wheel wrong with Gabrielli inches from his exhaust all the way.
Even if Menu catches him, he's got to get past him.
Yeah.
Michelitz is about 2 miles away, 3-4 kilometers away from one of the biggest results of his racing career.